Okay, back to a little bit more time. 45 seconds. In terms of their personal behavior in our community, what kind of example do you think public citizens such as board members, school administrators, and/or teachers should set? And do you believe that the board should take a zero-tolerance stance to any illegal behavior they might commit? Starting with you, Richard.
Well, all of us as citizens need to do our best to set a standard of public behavior. Of course, this speaks to the superintendent's DUI several years ago. And I think we give the students a second chance with proper, I should say, supervision and their willingness to accept that supervision. So I think it was fair to give the superintendent a second chance. So I guess our standard would be zero tolerance and some amount of compassion. I don't think, as I say, it was, sorry.
Great.
Don't hate me with this answer. I'm a conservative person and I would have zero tolerance on it. As far as students go, yes, we have second chance. They're young, they're kids, we're teaching them the morals and ethics on how to behave. So that's why we're giving them a 1, 2, 3. As far as adults go, I'm a very patient person with kids, but as far as adults go, I don't have as much patience. And before you are sworn into oath for this position, you should know how to behave, and I apologize, I have no zero tolerance for that.
I think that we as public officials have to have a higher standard, and our personal behavior is under scrutiny at all times. I think that maintaining respectful, professional behavior at all times is important for all of us as school board members, administrators, etc. And I've been personally disappointed at some of what's happened in our newspapers and felt that that was kind of out of line in terms of personal behavior. But I have tried to be the best and respectful person that I can, and I will continue to try to do that.
There's actually case law out there that sets precedents that shows that people who are public officials and teachers are held to a higher standard than just a regular person. And I would have zero tolerance in a situation like that.
Well, I appreciate the candor of the candidates up here. The incident with the superintendent was particularly difficult for me at the high school because of the students that didn't get it. You know, we had suspended quite a few of them for similar kinds of things, and we had to work our way through that. But I will say this, I think the superintendent has done a really good job of going into the classrooms. I don't know if you know this or not, but spending a lot of time with them in terms of the incident itself and participating in all kinds of issues, programs that have to do with, you know, substance abuse. But that was a very, very hard thing for me. Personally, if it had happened to me as the principal of the high school, how do you think that would have gone?
We'll add that to our questions. It's tough issue. Okay. Please this is 45 seconds. Please describe your understanding of the roles of the Board of Trustees and the District Superintendent and their relationship to each other. Rita, thank you. Sorry.
The way I understand the roles of the board and the district superintendent with each other is working together as a board and as professionals and with trust and respect for each other. And if elected to the position, I will continue that same respect and commitment to the other board members.
Our role as a board is to set the policy for the school district, and one of our primary roles in addition to that is to hire the superintendent to make sure that those policies are implemented, and he or she would hire all of the employees of the district. Our relationship is as a team. I like to think of us as a governance team where we work together in closely with one another to implement all of the policies and the vision and direction of our district. And that's why it's so important for us to have a great relationship with each other as well as with the superintendent.
It's the board's job to make the policies and the superintendent's job to carry out the policies that the board sets. And as Annette said, that it should be done as a team and carried out as a team. And having said that, I also think it's important for board members to not solely rely on what the superintendent tells them, and to do their own investigation into things and listen to parents and to students who come to them, and also go and ask questions when situations arise.
Thank you.
I think the only job that is tougher than being a high school principal is being a district superintendent. They are the point person for everybody's opinions, and they differ greatly. And I think it's imperative that the superintendent gets the support of the board to be able to function in an effective manner. I know that in a district like this one, not everybody's going to agree. Even on the board, they're going to have different opinions. But I think it's important that once that course is set, that they treat each other with respect and put trust back into the word trustee.
The official role of the board is to set policy and to hire and supervise and evaluate the superintendent. And during our terms, whoever is on the board, it is likely we will be hiring a new superintendent of schools. Marvin is close to retirement. That is going to be one of the most important decisions made on behalf of this school district for decades. So that's extremely important. As far as the relationship between us and the superintendent, it should be collaborative, respectful. It should be, as Annette said, a team, and we work together. We have oversight. But the other role, as Mary said, is to listen to the community, to speak to you, the parents, the teachers, the students, and take that into the board meetings and into our setting of policy.